Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic Arawak Priestess here, and welcome to today's video. I want to show you real quick my t-shirt. It says tarot reader. I'm loving it. Yes. I got my little right away earrings. I'm just in that kind of vibe today. But anyways, today's video is, I'm gonna try to not make this a long video. It's pretty much going to be titled announcements. I'm going to try my best to put timestamps, but there's a couple of changes to my services as far as policies, availability, things of that nature, and I wanted to make this quick video just to let you know about the changes. So these changes should be in effect from June to August, okay, of 2022. My kids start school the last week of August, so that's when I'll be back to my normal fall, winter, spring hours, okay? So because the kids are out of school, and because I do have to pay for childcare in the summer, which is an extra expense that I don't necessarily have throughout the rest of the year, I'm still going to work the same amount of hours. But anybody who pays for childcare, weekend care is more expensive than care when it comes to daycare in the weekdays. Okay, so yes, sometimes I'll have my kids with me, but because I want to make sure that my hours aren't affected in the sense of the amount of hours that I'm doing, okay, because I do read on a full-time basis, this is the reason why I'm gonna still do my 40 hours a week like I do in the winter, fall, and spring, but I'm not doing Sunday readings, okay? So my summer hours are no weekend readings until the last week of August. It's on my website, but some people don't read it, and then they'll email me like, hey, there's no Sunday readings available. So because sometimes they don't read it, that's throughout my website, I decided to make a video about it. So summer hours, okay, no weekends for readings, okay? So no Sunday readings until the last week of August when I change my schedule back to school schedule, okay? So now, instead of taking that Friday off, because I used to do Monday through Thursday, then Sunday, it's going to be from June to the end of August. My availability is going to be Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday will no longer be available for reads. That's when I'll be spending time with my family. It's summer, going out with the kids, doing fun stuff. And again, because I don't want to pay the excessive cost of childcare for weekend care. Okay, because even though I have a teenage son, he is special needs, so he does also need supervision as well. Okay, all right. Two, even though I've done classes throughout the year, in the summer, this summer, for the first time ever, there will be no mentorship classes. Okay, so that's the next change that I'm doing until September of 2022. In the next couple of weeks or so, I will be announcing when exactly I'm going to be putting the classes for sale, and that class is going to be Espiritismo, which is going to be available in September. So look out for that because it's not posted on my website. I will be posting that on my website. Number 3, rituals. There won't be any rituals for the next 2 weeks. So I kind of took off the rituals from my website, at least listed. I like to be very selective who I do rituals for, because I like to make sure that you read with me prior, and that so there is rituals, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if I'm gonna put them back on the website because people purchase it and then I'm like, it says literally on bold print and italics that unless you book a reading with me and we agree to do a ritual and you agree with my payments, and sometimes you might need more than one ritual, so prices can vary. It's a certain amount of money per ritual, right? So if you pay for it, I end up sometimes having to refund people because I'm like, I never agreed to do this ritual. So just to save all of that, I decided to just for now take it off. It doesn't mean that it's not available. You can book a reading with me. You can email me and say, I'm interested in such and such ritual. I'll tell you what type of reading you would need to book, and I would tell you the price point ahead of time. This is how much it is per ritual, okay? And I can do all of that for you. And then you can decide if you want to book that reading or not. I'm selective because I want to have a good success rate, and I want to make sure that our energies gel and that you're willing to work together for your goals. So that's number 3. Number 4, okay, I have a limited time only recession sale going, if you will. You know, gas prices, food is expensive right now. So since the beginning of June, I've been having yeah, I like the last 10 days or so, I've been having a sale on all my services, on sale every single one of my readings, specialized readings, regular readings, all on sale. So take advantage of that. The sales have been going really well, so thank you to everybody who's purchased a session with me. The sale is still ongoing, so make sure you catch that sale before the sale goes away. I'm gonna try to keep it as long as possible, but I can't say it'll be there next week. I'll put it that, like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna try to at least have it for like another week or so, but I can't guarantee past that week it will still have that on sale. So limited time only. Okay, spaces are going fast. Also, I am trying to make wait times less now. So I have always had a policy where if you missed an appointment, I would allow you to reschedule, right? Because things happen. There's been times I've had health emergencies and I've had to, it doesn't happen all the time, but I've been, you know, tell the client ahead of time, at least 24 hours or hours and hours before the session, hey, something happened, or I have my daughter or something like that, email you guys or message you guys on Skype, text, whatever it is, whatever means of communication we have going, hey, this is what's going on. So yeah, so basically you have people that have been doing this all the time, meaning like it can happen, things can happen and you miss a things unexpectedly, you know, emergencies can happen. So that's why I'm not going to stop rescheduling, but I'm going to change it to at my discretion. And what I mean by that is the people that have the pattern of just not showing up to readings, never giving me a reason why, and just rescheduling at their leisure, they're causing unnecessary wait times, okay? And that's not fair to everybody else, the people that are going to their appointments and people that are booking appointments. So for the sake of fairness, okay, rescheduling will be done at my discretion. It's all over the website. So you cannot, you know, so it's up to the person who's buying to read that. That is a new policy, and I'm making a video as well. That way there's no confusion. So if you miss an appointment, meaning that you are 10 minutes or more late to the session, okay, so I only give you a 10-minute grace period because there's literally only 10 minutes between each appointment that I have available. And I do that because of that reason. Sometimes people could be a few minutes late, and I want to make sure that your session isn't bleeding into the next session for me. So there's only a 10-minute grace period, and I do that because I also try to do as many readings as possible with the hours that I have available. I'm trying to maximize my availability. So I cannot be doing your reading if you're 15, 20, 30 minutes late to your session. That is not fair, because then I'm going to be late to my next reading, so on and so forth. That is not fair to other people. So a 10-minute or more lateness, or completely not showing up to your appointment, it's going to be rescheduled at my discretion, meaning that as long as you have a valid reason why, so maybe you had a family emergency, so on and so forth, and then, you know, I will decide on case-by-case basis. But simply because you're a serial, I miss the appointments all the time, I'm always late all the time, I kind of just do whatever I want all the time, I'm most likely not going to be rescheduling your appointment. It's going to be for people that legitimately have a real reason why they missed the appointment, because things in life happen, okay? So that person will be allowed to have one free reschedule. And if you miss that second reschedule appointment, which has always been my policy, there is no, that you literally, and it says it on the website, you will forfeit that payment because now you've missed 2 sessions, okay? After the second session, there is no rescheduling. That has always been a policy for the longest of time. Also, to make it easier for you, you are allowed to cancel or reschedule an appointment within 5 hours prior to your session. Meaning that if something comes up that day and you, at least let's say you have a reading with me at night and it's 5 hours to our appointment, all you have to do is use the scheduling link, hit, click on your appointment and pick reschedule. Because they'll have like the option to edit. You can just put literally reschedule, and then right then and there you could reschedule your session. That will not be counted as a missed appointment, and therefore, because I have a waiting list sometimes of people that are like, hey, if you have a cancellation, let me know, I do it on first come, first serve basis, meaning that whoever accesses first, I put you on a list and then I just go down that list. So by you doing that, somebody who wants an appointment, maybe they have a longer waiting time and they kind of like, I need to read right now, I can just give them that appointment. So I don't lose money. You don't lose your appointment. It's good for everybody. So, and also, if you give me your number and a correct email, okay, you receive 3 notifications from me. The day that you book your appointment, you receive a confirmation email saying this is the time of your appointment. Make sure that you're putting it to your time zone, because that option is also available with the scheduling app. I pay all this extra money for these options for you, okay? Yes. So make sure that you're giving your correct email. If you want phone notifications, because I do notify you for phone as well. So you get 2 emails notifications. One the day you book, and then within 24 hours. So the day before your appointment, you get a reminder email the day before, and then you get a text message if you give a correct phone number an hour before your session. So there's 3 reminders, because and I paid for that option because it's not realistic for people to email me, hey, when is my appointment, when you literally have all these notifications. So make sure that you're giving correct emails, that you're giving correct phone numbers, because I've actually got bounce back emails from some people where they're not putting in correct emails and they're not receiving their emails, and they email me, and that's time that takes away from me doing readings and personal time and things like that. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So make sure you're checking your reminders, okay? Number 8, when you are a new client, I send out this really long email that explains everything step by step. The majority of people follow the instructions, but you have that small exception that I'll say, like, this is my Skype information, add me on Skype, or give me your phone number if you want a phone session. It'll be the day of the appointment. I'm messaging this person, hear nothing from them, have to go and sometimes call this person if they even pick up the phone and be like, hey, can you do that? And sometimes I have to reschedule because there isn't enough time. Again, there's only a 10-minute grace period from my sessions. And sometimes I will be doing it during my personal time. That's not fair, because that's eating at my family time. That's making me make dinner late. That's making me stress out right before my reading. So I'm trying to set up healthy boundaries, and I'm trying to give you my best services. So I want us to work together. So if I ask you kindly at least 30 minutes before our session, make sure you either have added me on Skype or given me a phone number so I can call you if you want a phone reading instead, as long as you're within the United States. I don't have a problem with that. But don't wait till the time of your appointment. Never find me on Skype and then like, why you didn't call me? I can't call you if I have no information to call you with. And sometimes in some cases I've just done like, hey, you don't have time to add me on Skype, this is going to be a phone reading, because rescheduling appointments because you didn't find me on Skype or give me a valid phone, or said you wanted a phone reading instead, it's going to make the wait times longer. So sometimes at my discretion, I just do a phone reading, and then I just read that client over the phone. And then the next time they'll just have that information. So make sure that you're following the instructions of the email. It's there for a reason. It explains how to schedule your appointment, how to find me on Skype, all the good things. Okay, I already talked about 9, which is the 10 minutes or more. The no-shows being rescheduled at my discretion because it is a financial loss and it creates extended wait times, okay? I already talked about finding me on Skype or letting me know about your phone number, okay? So we talked about that as well. Also, if you're using a bunch of different names when you're booking a session with me, make sure that you, on that Skype, this is whatever the name you used for purchase, or email me, because I have over 2,000 contacts on Skype, and some people's names are so different for what they purchased. They don't follow the instructions. I ask you to send me a certain type of emoji. That's not done. I have to go and search for you on Skype, call you. This is just making things very complicated. The easiest thing to do, if you're using a different name for your Skype, just tell me that's what it is. Say, I found you on Skype. This is me, such and such. Because just sending me the emoji, I'd be like, okay, who are you? Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes I have to be like, hey, who are you? So I could kind of make a note of who you are. So make sure that if you want a phone reading instead of a Skype reading, let me know prior. Also, let me know if your name is different. If you're using a bunch of different names to make purchases, make sure you verify that, because me having to look through my emails to figure out who you are and messages and all of that, that is extra work. Okay, let's try to make this process, as easy as possible. Also, only email me for business inquiries only. Only email me if you're looking for a reading. Not just saying I want a reading. You want a reading, just go to the website and purchase. No need to email me saying you want a reading. Now, if you have questions about my reading, because every single reading has a description, but if you still have further questions, like I kind of don't know what kind of reading to get. I've read all the descriptions. I don't know if these readings fit my needs. Yes, there is an email there on my website, my contact form. Email me and we'll discuss that. But asking me things like prices and all of that is on my website. And having to answer unnecessary emails, that everything's already on my website, it's time consuming and it takes time away from my personal, and just like everybody else, we all have set work hours, we all have set things. A lot of these things, these unnecessary things, are eating into my personal time. So I'm trying to be more available to you. I'm trying to take care of my mental and physical health. So let's just work together. And for the majority of you that do follow these rules and work with me, thank you so much. Thank you so much for booking a reading with me. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. If you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic@webpriestess.com, shamanic@webpriestess.com. Also, if you want to leave a review, because I get this question a lot as well, you will get an email within 2 to 4 weeks of the purchase, just so it could give you enough time to schedule the session with me. And once you get that email, you can leave your feedback there. It's an automated email. I do not control it. It just is preset to email you about 4 weeks. So make sure you're giving correct emails so that you can receive your emails. Look at your spam folder, those types of things. That is how I receive feedback, is through email, and it just asks you to give a review, whatever you want to give me for the reading. Okay, guys, so much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and until the next video, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic@webpriestess.com, shamanic@webpriestess.com. Bye.